Welcome and thank you for joining me. My name is Fred Long. I am a Pennsylvania estate planning attorney. This is the first of a 4-part video series exploring the concepts of Pennsylvania inheritance tax and federal gift and estate tax. The 3 topics that we will cover in this video series include, first, a basic introduction into Pennsylvania inheritance tax. Second, we'll do a deeper dive. We will discuss different types of assets and different types of transfers that are exempt from Pennsylvania inheritance tax, meaning they will not be subject to tax. And third, we will do an introduction to federal gift and estate tax. So these are 2 separate forms of tax. And in this first video, what we're going to do is parse out the difference between these 2 forms of tax. First is Pennsylvania inheritance tax. If you are a resident of Pennsylvania, this is a tax that will almost definitely apply to you. And so therefore, it is an important consideration while you're going through the estate planning process. And that is why we will dedicate 2 complete videos to this topic. Next is the federal gift and estate tax. This is a tax that for most people, for the vast majority of people, it will not apply to their estate. However, if the tax does apply to your state, it is absolutely imperative that you consider this during the estate planning process, because the current tax rate is significant at roughly 40%. The reason that the federal gift and estate tax does not apply to most people is because there is currently a very high exemption amount. In 2023, the exemption is currently $12.96 million. And for a married couple, they have the benefit of double the exemption, or almost $26 million. And what that means for you is that if your estate does not exceed that exemption amount, then it will not be subject to federal gift and estate tax. However, there is a legislative change on the horizon that, if it goes into effect, which it is currently set to do in January of 2026, the federal gift and estate tax will apply to many, many more people. And so this is a hot topic in estate planning, and it's something that many more people are beginning to talk about. And I've talked to a number of people who are, I would consider, experts in the field, people who are much smarter than me. And the truth is that nobody has any idea what is going to happen. There are a lot of factors at play, but bottom line is there is currently a law in effect that will cause the exemption amount to be reduced in January of 2026 to $5 million set for inflation. And so if that change goes into effect, it's something that will be significant, and it's something that should at least be considered in the estate planning context if you're anywhere near those exemption limits. With that information as a backdrop, we're going to switch gears in the next video and get back into Pennsylvania inheritance tax. We're going to talk about the basics, then we're going to talk about the exemptions. And after that, we'll do a full video on the federal gift and estate tax. So I hope you are interested in these topics. I'm looking forward to covering them, and I will hope to see you on the next video.